Okay, welcome back. Now we're going to look at writing some code behind this do the math, and we need to think about these option buttons. Okay, so if we click on code do the math, the first thing we want to do is convert our text numbers. Okay, so we've got a private subroutine already written, so all I have to do is say call convert. Now what that does is it calls up that subroutine. In other words, from this point my program will jump to this subroutine, do what's inside that subroutine, and then come back into our command run button. Then we need to look at selection statements. Okay, so basically if statements. So if opt add, so if opt add dot value is equal to true, then we're going to do something. Okay, just end if that. So I have set up my selection statement, and I'm saying that if the option add button's value is equal to true, in other words if it's selected, then I need to do something. What do I need to do? Okay, well I need to add the two numbers together, and I need to display it to the label display, LBL display. Okay, so inside that if statement I need to say LBL display dot caption equals int num1 plus int num2. Okay, so if I just run my program and I put in 3 and I put in 5, click do the math, and 8 appears. Okay, if I say subtract and do the math, or divide or multiply, nothing happens. There's no code for it yet. Okay, so I'm still in the run button. Don't forget, the code is not being generated behind these option buttons. Everything's behind this do the math button. So the next thing that I need to do, I can just copy that, paste it, and I can look at the other buttons. So div, so if opt div is equals true, then I divide the numbers. The subtract, obviously, and I subtract, and last of all my times. Okay, just checking for the names basically so I don't get the names wrong. Then change that to time. So it's just simple changes. And if we look at the code behind that command button, it's just very repetitive stuff. There's nothing too difficult in there. Nothing that we've already covered really that is, nothing difficult, as in the label display is pretty much what you did in the calculator program, but this time instead of having 4 buttons to do the maths, we've just got the one. So if we do the maths for the add, it does it. If we select subtract, it does that. If we say divide, it gives us a value. If we say multiply, it works. Okay, so that really covers subroutines and your first introduction to if statements. Okay, I will go through if statements with you again, so don't worry about getting it first time. It will sink in eventually. Okay, thanks very much.